Hey guys, All Jack No Trades here. It is day 19 fixing the RX7, and today we are replacing the radiator hoses. So we got upper radiator hose, got the lower radiator hose, the heater hose, and the return hose, water hose, or bleeding hose, whatever you want to call it. So I got the upper and lower radiator hoses from eBay. So I believe it's called Phase 2. Heater hose, I got it from Mazda Tricks. You can also find this at O'Reilly's, eBay, and probably Atkins as well. And for the bleeding hose, water hose, or overfill hose, I went to O'Reilly's. I just showed them this hose, and then they cut it up for me, and they also gave me some clamps to go with it as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be taking this clamp off first, replacing the upper hose first, and then I'll replace this, and then I'll jack up the car, go from underneath, and replace the lower hose as well as the heater hose. If you're wondering how to disassemble the radiator as well as this metal shroud and the air intake right here, I have a video on how to do that in the radiator disassembly video. Before we begin, all you need are some pliers, flathead screwdriver, and a 10mm ratchet and socket. Also, you're gonna need a clamp set. For the upper radiator hose, I'm gonna use the 10mm ratchet and socket, and then just loosen the bolt and then just take off the entire tube. Now that the clamp is loosened, I'm just gonna move it out of the way, grab this tube, twist it, and then just pull it out. Upper radiator hose is out. Look at that, 40 years old. Smells kind of fishy actually, but we're gonna be replacing this with the new hose. What I'm gonna do is put these hose clamps on here, tighten it a bit, and then put it onto the engine. Now, before I put on the hose, I just want to put the clamps on, tighten them down with the screwdriver, and then place it into the engine. Clamps are on, and I'm just gonna stick it in. Fairly straightforward. If it needs a little bit of leverage, I'm just gonna wedge in the screwdriver into one of the edges, and then hopefully it'll give me enough room to just stick it in all the way, and then I'll just tighten up the clamps. It slipped on really easily, so now I'm just gonna move the clamp down, tighten it up, and then move on to this hose. Upper radiator hose is on, clamp is tightened. To remove this one, all you'll need are some pliers. You pinch this side, pinch them together, it loosens up the clamp, move it up, and then you use pliers again to just wiggle it, pull the entire thing out. Clamp is out the way, I'm gonna use some pliers, wiggle it, pull the entire thing out. Old hose is out, there's a new one here. Again, I'm gonna be putting on the clamps, tightening them just a bit, putting it back on, and then tightening down the clamps all the way. Hose is on, clamp is tightened. The guys at O'Reilly's did a really good job with the fitment. This hose fits perfectly, and I will install this onto the other side once I get the radiator in. Now, next up, I'm gonna jack up the car and then install the lower radiator hose as well as the heater hose. Car is jacked up, safeties, bricks in the back to stop the car from rolling back. Now, to replace the tubes. This is the heater hose. This is the lower radiator hose. I think I'll start by removing the lower radiator hose because it looks more difficult. Same thing, there's a clamp in the back. It's similar to this one. You can use a 10mm wrench to remove this, and then I'm gonna use a screwdriver in the back to kind of wedge in and go from all sides just to wedge and take this thing out. You can see from the back, I got my 10mm ratchet and socket. That is the clamp in there. I'm just gonna loosen it, move the clamp back, and then just take off the hose. Clamp is loose. Now to get the entire hose off, what I'm trying to do is use a flat screwdriver and then use the metal part to go in and then move out. Just go from all sides. So you can see right here, I'm gonna go to the left and to the right of it. Just kind of wiggle it out until it's loose. If you guys are having trouble removing your radiator hoses or generally any other old and rusted part, this is a 50-50 mixture of acetone with automatic transmission fluid. I am just kind of applying this mixture into this metal pipe that is going down into the radiator hose to get it to loosen up. This thing eats away at, most things, rust, plastics, a lot of gunk. Do that, apply it, and just keep trying. This part is gonna take a lot of patience. Radiator hose is loose. This thing really eats away at things, guys, so don't get it in your eyes. Make sure you wear eye protection, and even better if you have those goggles that block off things from rolling into your eyes. Now, since this is loose, just kind of, oh, there you go. See that? Now, just gotta pull it out. All right, here you go. Lower radiator hoses out, and for the new one. Now, since I applied the acetone and automatic transmission fluid mixture here, I want to wipe this part off, clean it off a bit, just so I don't get any of it onto the new hose. Got it wiped off. I could probably do a better job, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now I'm just gonna install the new hose and then put on the clamps. Clamp is on, and I just realized I didn't get enough hose clamps from O'Reilly's, so I gotta make another trip tomorrow. And in order to tighten this, instead of using a screwdriver, what you can do is use a 5/16 socket and ratchet. Lower radiator hose is in, clamp is tightened. Now it's time for the heater hose. I just realized you can take this off, install this first before doing the lower radiator hose to make your life a bit easier, but here we are. I make the mistakes, guys. Make sure you learn from them. So it seems like there is a 10mm bolt right there. It's kind of hard to reach. You can see that space, the little cylinder up there is blocking it. I'll try my best using a 10mm ratchet just to get it loose, apply a bit of the 50-50 acetone with automatic transmission fluid, and see if I can get the heater hose loose. Clamp is loose. It was actually easier than I expected. This tube in the back moves out pretty easily. Now, just gotta get the entire tube off and go from there. So this one is a bit hard to get out, so what I did is place the car back onto the ground, and I'm gonna attack it from the top. I think I'm making some progress here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a small crevice around the top. What I did was use a razor, slice a bit off the top lengthwise, and then again I was using the 50-50 mixture of acetone with automatic transmission fluid. Just loosen it up, and then I'm just using my hand to just wiggle it and then just to pull it out. Old heater hose is out. That's where I took it out from. I'm just gonna wipe it down, get rid of all the acetone and stuff I don't want, and then we'll put in the new heater hose. Heater hose is here. Again, I'm just gonna place it in, tighten up the clamps, and then we'll be done. We got the heater hose in, as well as the clamp tightened. Got the lower radiator hose in, the clamp there. Upper radiator hose, and this hose here that leads to the radiator cap. That is all I have for today, guys. In the next video, I will show you how to install the radiator. Have a good one.